So what I do now, it should be two and 7/8 from there to there. From this point to this point, 2 and 7/8 inches. From this point now I'm off a little bit. It should be 5.5, but I can see how it's a little larger than 5.5. So sometimes I'll just go ahead and make a mark on my straight edge. And so from, now remember, we took the measurement from this side, here to here, here to here. So you want to put it on this side. So I have my little pencil mark there. Put it right on the edge. I'm going to mark as close as I can to that edge plane. I'm not drawing a pencil mark here because that'll extend it out a little bit. I'm trying to keep everything tight. So anyway, this one was a little larger than, longer than 5.5. This one's, it's just a tad, just a skosh, like the thickness of a pencil line, longer than 2 and 7/8. So let's put that right on the edge. 2 and 7/8. Approximately a little bit larger, like the width of a pencil line. Look, we've got 2 points here. Straight edge, this will give us our center line. See what I did wrong? Who saw what I did wrong? Just to measure it from here to here, here to here, not from here to here. Because these are bandsaw cuts and they can be all crooked. So I almost messed up there. Just a skosh larger than 2 and 7. There we go. That looks a lot better. I put the straight edge on the first mark that I made, and I can see that, I don't know if you can see that, but this is wider here or narrower here. That I don't measure that far off. So as I move this towards the new mark, everything looks better. That's what I need. I kind of run this up a little bit there. Let's measure this again. Right there in my pencil mark. Perfect. And perfect. Well, let's see. There's some burrs here to deal with. Let's see again. So from there, yeah, that's good enough. Rock and roll. All right, there's our center line. So we have a strap all the way around, a pencil mark all the way around the body. Whoa, yeah. It happens. We have a front template mark, tremolo slot line all the way around. And then we posted a line here and here. And that's gonna, and everything is 90 degree, 90, this is 90. Remember we're using a short part. Same on the back, so I've duplicated all our dimensions of trueness on the back. So now what I do here, there's a right way and a wrong way of putting these templates, because if you notice, the distance from the center line to the end of the route, tremolo route, is shorter than the distance to this side. So in playing a right-handed guitar, we want our tremolo route going this way, extending down for right-handed. So another thing to tell is you can see right here, this line to here, there's a large gap. There's pretty much nothing on this side, telling me that the tremolo route is going to be down to accommodate a right-handed block, this extension right here. So, which way does the template go on? This way? It's going down. No, we're on the back side, so we need to go like this. Now I can tell just by, this is the side that runs on the table, and I can tell it's smooth, and I usually put a little bit of wax, so I can tell basically which is the right-handed side. And this side here, I can see razor blade marks and tape marks. This is the side where the double-sided tape goes. So here we have our mark for the front of the tremolo. So now I can align it. Now this time I just I center the line, template with the center line, and then I center it on the line that I made for the tremolo route. And what we have here, what we see right here, not this, but just this area right here is where I'll be routing my tremolo slot and my humbucker route. So that's pretty much how I will align this template, and then we will route. So let's get on some double-sided tape. This is double-sided carpet tape. You can get it at any big box store, hardware store, and you know who they are. Take your razor blade, cut it here. Now I'm going to end up with two pieces that I'll be able to use, so I cut it down the middle, lift it up. Now I've got that side, and then I put one on this side. I drew some basic marks here of a V-body that will allow me to put the tape correctly. Now, usually I'll put a piece here, but I think well, wait a minute. Let's see. Yes, no. You can see there's nothing under here. That's the routing slot. There's nothing here to put tape, so I am stuck with side, and back here. And that will stabilize this template enough to do my routing. So I'm going to put a good sized piece here. There we go. And I'm going to be a little tricked out here and put a little, I'm going to put a little sliver right here. Right here, doesn't really matter. Or I can put a piece here and here. Same thing, it'll help stabilize it. Let's do that. Let's put a little piece here. Not like that. Just to stabilize this front end. There, I can see where I'm at. There. And here's my line. I can see that, so I'll just trim it like so. There we are. That'll stabilize the front end. So we got tape up to here and here. I could probably put a sliver there, but I think this will be good. Through my past experiences in routing, you run across all different types of scenarios and complications, and I'm pretty sure this will work. We're just about ready for the overarm router. I may not be able to get this on this video, but maybe there'll be a part 1, part 2. I'm not sure, but I think what I've showed you so far is valuable information. Towards routing. There's a lot of little things you need to think about when you're routing. Because once that bit's going and it's routing and cutting into your wood, you make a mistake, I mean, it's could be disastrous. Okay. This, we don't need this, we're not using this line right now, and we're not using this line right now. We're using this line. Let's recap on that. Because this line is the line we want to set this template. So we've got our tape on. We're going to line up, we're going to do a center line and a front tremolo route line. And I can barely see that pencil mark, so I know that puts me where I need to be. And we looked aligned on the center line here. You can see a little bit of pencil. A little light tapping. Hammer block. Great. Hammer block. All the marring occurs on the hammer block itself and not on my template. If I keep doing this, I'm going to have these same hammer marks all over my template. And I don't like doing that. So there we are. My routing is further down this way for the tremolo. As you can see, this looks from here. These are different lengths. This is short. This is long. This is the way we want it. This will set me up for a right-handed guitar. If I hold it this way, right-handed guitar. So now we are ready to route. Let me just measure once, measure twice. Okay. So based on the measurements, this is the edge routing that we want to accommodate the front of the block. What'll be good is once I route this, I'll be able to drop in the tremolo block, and I can already see that this is going to work out really well. Looking down. And if I line up, I'm going to extend this line. This is the bridge saddle, top of the bridge saddle point where the strings rest. That line. I kind of messed that up, didn't I? It happens. human accuracy. You're going to see it a lot on my equipment and everybody else. It's the same way. I am not a CNC computerized robot, so hand fabricated. That's the ticket. I focus on details as I move along. Catch issues as I see them. Okay. So this bridge, as I put it in, there's our string line right there, approximately. So I moved it back a little bit. I can move forward and back based on the width of the route. And adjusting this, I can adjust the saddles, I can adjust the placement of the bridge. But bottom line, what I'm making is enough route room to move the bridge down a smidget or up a smidget or forward or backward. All that's done in the final assembly. But as I can see, I basically have it where I want it, or I want the route. So my route is going to be out to here, coming out this much, maybe another eighth of an inch or more around the bridge. And that's how you prep a template for routing. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we're moving on. Thanks a bunch.